strange there. Oh, fuck off. Sorry about that. Not a flattering, it's not a totally flattering angle. Now, let me just get this fucking right here. It's a little bit better. Right. So, let me get this straight. I got your 2 video messages today. One way going some about. I noticed something today. As you know, I ordered these things, but I spotted this. Superman 1 and 2. As it happens, they need to go to a good home. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Hang on. Oh, fuck's sake. Pardon me. Yeah, need to go to a good home. Hint, hint. Then you're going to say, well, actually, Superman 3 and 4 are quite weak. They're not, compared to the first 2, they're kind of a bit. So, is it the cartoons and some of the additional extras that you got? I'm guessing you got it for a cheap price.
20 quid.
So, not that cheap then. But yeah. So what have you gained over Superman 1 and 2 with the extras? I mean, I know you get the cartoons.
So all 17, yeah.
All 17. Yeah, I ain't. Something's not. How'd you get that bigger? Fuck's sake. Yeah, right. So, what's happened with me then is I waited, as you know, until car went for MOT and service. I had, well, minor palpitations a little bit because they rang me up. I was actually in Bath. And they're saying, oh, it's garage here, your brake pads need replacing, your front brake pads, and your front windscreen wipers because it spelled it on the MOT. Do you want us to do it now? I says, well, yeah, because after 28, I won't be able to use the bloody thing. You know, duh. So, I set off before they rung me, and I was, well, you probably saw a little video that I did where I'm on about this and that, about cost of certain DVDs. I hung about because the bloke who runs the place said, oh yeah, we're just about nearly done. Yeah, famous last words. 4 minutes later, I'm still paced up and down the street. And it was enough. What paid, you know, so I thought, great. So, I ordered House of the Long Shadows, which came sealed, brand new. I ordered, well, my original Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell was gone because it was the last one. I'm like, fuck's sake. So I'm looking for that, and then I saw this one. And what this bloke's done is, like you know, to gain his money back because some of these certain ones aren't cheap. He took out. It's an improvement. It sorts like he was seeing an airline. He's took out his. He's had a triple combi set where you got one Blu-ray and DVDs, and he's decided he's got them in a case, and he'll flogging them like you did to Darlow Panther. And, you know, you got your money back. And what he said a message saying, would you like a cover printing off? You know, so it looks all proper like. I says, yeah. That was like 21 quid. You know what I mean? Fuck me. I won't be doing this again in a rush, I'll tell you that for now. So, have you watched Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires?
No. I mean, meow.
Have you ordered it?
No.
Because you were on about it, weren't you, a few weeks back?
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube first.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I've come across at least 3 full versions straight away. One of them is by Newcastle After Dark. So you get the little intro in that with their pints of Guinness and their cigars and their waistcoats. And hello, welcome to Newcastle After Dark, and tonight is Legend of Seven Golden Vampires. Which is a strange mix, a deviation from their usual vampire films. It's a strange mix of kung fu and vampires. It shouldn't work, but for some reason, it does. So I watched it and first part is it's honestly it's a surreal film to watch. It shouldn't work. I didn't know that at the moment in a glass. It's no wonder you can drop the amount of food you fucking eat. I'll tell you, when I make a curry, I'll tell you something. It's that great big pan. Is nearly up to the top. At least about 6, 7 chicken breast. Whoa! It lasts 2, 3 weeks. Like a pig here, son. Oh yeah, so it starts off, it's like uh, I might change my background actually. Which one did I like? I like uh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so it starts off. It's like this basement where there's like seven slab type tables in a circle in this basement. There's these Chinese women writhing around like they're receiving an electric shock and screaming and wailing. These blokes with masks and swords. And there's like a lot of fighting goes off. Wow, all this kung fu stuff, and there's like bit of a voiceover by Peter Cushing because he's teaching his class. Uh, you're correct, cock. Uh, oh, it's the Grinch. Then it shows this Chinese man wandering through. It says Transylvania, 1803. And it shows this Chinese man wandering through the street, through the woods, and he goes to Castle Dracula. And in the coffin, now this is where it deviates, you see, because in the Scars of Dracula, Dracula's coffin is kept in a part of the castle which is inaccessible from the castle. There's only a little window where it flies out as a bat. But in this, at the bottom of the stairs, stone coffin. James Robertson Ford, I think, plays Count Dracula. And this bloke Car's chair goes, I come from Shangshu province. I am kind of the guidance for the seven golden vampires. But they have suffered badly and they now have no power. I need your help. And he goes, I can't help you. But I can help you. So what Dracula does, he somehow transposes himself into this Chinese bloke who's trekked 1,000 miles to see Dracula. And then it cuts to this class where Peter Cushing's teaching this Chinese class about mythology and legend. And then Robin Stewart's there and the gorgeous Julie Edge. And it's all filmed entirely in Hong Kong. I was in two minds, but halfway through, Newcastle After Dark did a little talk of what they thought about the film, and then they had a little talk at the end. The only annoying thing was YouTube on this particular occasion started showing adverts every 20 minutes. Oh, it would do my fucking nutting.
Two adverts at the beginning.
Usually, yeah. But the beginning and at periods throughout the film, you got a precursor. Ads will start in four, three, two, one. And some you could skip, some you couldn't. Sometimes with one advert, sometimes with two adverts. Jesus Christ! You look like that. You look like a freak. Like you're a conjoined twin. Or was it? Or was it? Hello. Oh.
Ah.
Looks like he's going through the back door. Oh. Yes, I've got Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires uncut coming. I have yet to come Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, which features two discs with two different versions of the film at different ratios, and documentaries and audio commentaries. That's it really. They've all been quite fucking dear. Cheapest one was Legend of Seven Golden Vampires, about 12 quid. I won't be rushing these 20 quid ones again in a rush, man. I mean, how do you feel about? I mean, let's put a scenario here, like I did, right, with House of Long Shadows, and I want to see what you would do, right? House of Long Shadows. I remember seeing it. I know the full version is on Daily Motion. It's a bit grainy, but it's watchable. There's no advert breaks. It's it's pretty amazing. So I've been monitoring the prices for quite a while, but they were always about 15, 20, 21 quid mark, and the price has never changed. It's never changed. So when I thought, well, I did this last year, I'll have a little cheeky treat if me MOT and test and that go under. So I thought, sorry, I want House of Long Shadows. It's Pete Walker's last film before he retired to restore old theatres and that and old stuff like that. It's got Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, John Carradine, Vincent Price, the excellent Sheila Keith, who was in that one episode. Have you seen All Never the Twain yet?
No.
Well, she's in one episode, Never the Twain, where she plays the potential mother-in-law of Oliver Smallbridge, but she meets, or the butler, the chauffeur meets Simon Peel coming out of his house wearing this particular school tie. She sees it. Oh yes, thinking it's Oliver Smallbridge. Oh yes, we went to that school. My late husband, he went to that school. Well, if you're going to that school, yes, you can marry my daughter, no problem. But when she turns up at the house again and realises that she actually will speak to Simon Peels, oh no, can't have this. So then Oliver Smallbridge persuades this last to elope. So a bit of confusion, which we're taking time to get ready, so he has to leave, and Simon Peel ends up staying behind and shagging her, dirty bastard. But but Sheila Keith plays mother-in-law, but she's honestly in Frightmare. She's so chilling. She's cold. If it's like if you didn't know it were a film, you would stay the fuck out of her way because she's scary. So, and that Richard Todd is an actor. I always kept on forgetting his name. So when I had the chance, I thought, fuck, I'm gonna get it. I can't wait any longer. So when it come, I put the documentary on, and I've got to say, it's the documentary. I don't know how long it is. It's probably at least maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour. It's a really good documentary, and it's a strange mishmash between. I'm guessing maybe about 2014 when it was done. Because the interviewing Pete Walker at his home, and the interviewed other cast members at different times, like Desi Inez Jr. But if you look at him now, he's different. Um, then that play them pretend to be the married couple. A gorgeous actress called Louise English. Oh, mama. But Julie Peasgood from Cleethorpes. Julie Peasgood. Oh my god, beautiful. Um, do you know that Hammer TV Hammer House of Horror? The 13th reunion episode about them that survived that plane crash, and have you seen that one?
No.
Well, remember the actor Richard Pearson. He played remember Behaving Badly. He was in one episode where he played Gary Strang's dad. You got Cobb on now, aren't you? Well, she's second marriage is to Richard Pearson's son. You see his face, you'll recognise him. He's got a unique face. It says, and in 2012, Pete Walker, Julie Peasgood, and a cinematographer went back to the house, and they go back to the house, which featured in Four Winds and a Funeral. And it's a big old stately home, and it's brilliant, man. Honestly, it's quite extensive. Um, Although there's no interviews with Sheila Keith. I mean, I'm still in two minds whether or not it's worth the 20 quid. But I'm pleased I've got it, because the documentary shows you how these people who worked with each other, like Vincent Price has worked with Peter Cushing, like in Madhouse, and he's worked with Christopher Lee in The Oblong Box. Yeah, and they said, and everyone that I've read about has got praise for Peter Cushing. Fucking fantastic, man. Right, so if there was a film that you really wanted, like me with Frankenstein's, now I've got all. Oh well, I will soon. I soon will have. I reckon probably Monday or Tuesday. I will have all of the Frankenstein films that Hammer did. I've got all of the Draculas now. I've got all the mummies. There's two free Vincent Prices that I want. Cry of the Banshee is one of them, which stars Patrick Mower and Sally Geeson. Mask of the Red Death is good. That stars the dwarf actor from Horror Hospital, Skip Martin, and he is brilliant in it, and Patrick McGee. So how much would you be prepared, or have you paid for a particular film that you've been desperate to get?
Mm, I'm not sure.
I mean, let's say let's say you have a particular film in mind that, uh, like me, like House of the Long Shadows, Frankenstein, and the Monster from Hell, which are hard to get um, in good condition at a decent price. You know, you're looking about £15-20 mark, um, because they're not widely available as you like to think. So would is it say if you had one film in particular, would you that you really 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 would love to have, and let's say would you spend 20 quid getting it?
Of course I would.
Well, that's what I did when I had the chance with House of Long Shadows. Now we nearly watched it all tonight. Nearly watched it all tonight. Um, but she was flagging, so we missed it. When it was just coming up to the big reveal. Um, the big reveal being, well, I won't say what it was unless you've seen it before because it will spoil it. But oh Jesus! But it is a really 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 good film. With a double twist at the end. We just if you just type in the House of Long Shadows into Google, and you will find one which is the full version, and it is Daily Motion, and there's no ad breaks.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger, isn't it?
What?
Go for a slash. Oh, that's Kiss, isn't it? Right. What is wrong then with, in your opinion? 'Cause I can just about remember Superman 1 shows him being born on on that planet, uh, and is sent down to Earth, like in a rural area in the
Yeah.
countryside,
Yeah.
and he's got superhuman strength, and I've got Lex Luthor. Was Richard Pryor in it?
That's number three. Where they build a supercomputer with Robert Vaughan.
Yeah, 'cause I'm sure there was some English actors in that, weren't there? I wouldn't be surprised if that was filmed at Elstree or Pinewood. Um, and what I do remember of the first one is that Lois Lane being trapped in a car. There's an earthquake. The car's falling into the crevice, about to be crushed, and he goes down at breakneck speed and rescues her. Uh, Another one, she falls, falls off a top of an high-rise place, and he goes down like a dart and saves her. Um, and where's the one where Lex Luthor makes Superman weak by Is it the kryptonite?
Yeah, that's one as well.
So what happens in two? Because I can't remember the last time I even saw Superman.
Where he fights Terrence Stamp, General Zod.
No, I can't remember it.
It's that super romp.
I honestly, see, I never thought about Superman being in my little collection. I mean, I tried Die Hard, but to be honest with
Yeah.
you, I could not be arsed with it. So they've either gone back to charity shops or I've recycled them in blue bin. I'm thinking about taking 1, 2, 3 with Liam Neeson. I might see if Gusher wants to watch them. Um, I mean, I've got the complete Rambo, as you know, which I got from a charity shop. I've got the complete Rocky, which, as you know, I got from a charity shop. I got Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3 from a charity shop. I ain't even watched the bastard yet.
Mm.
I've got Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, 4, all from charity shops. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think.
I know we got rid of all the Fast and Furious.
I thought I thought I'll give it a chance, you know. And then obviously I like Jason Statham. I've got quite a few of his. Crank is quite good. It's quite funny. Um, I got Transporter, which is God. There's one particular scene in one of these Transporter films because again you have to suspend disbelief, and I think they're quite tongue in cheek, to be honest with you. I think it's the second one. Is supposed to be like a a chaperone bodyguard for this kid. Something happens and he's got a bomb strapped to his car, and he's told you've got X amount of time to do this, and if we do it, we'll deactivate the bomb. So he sets off on this Docklands area, and he's thinking, "Shit, I'm gonna die here." Like so, he hits this ramp at the perfect angle, goes right up in the air, turning over, and as he starts just at the perfect angle, there's one of these great big high crane gibbet things, and he just clips it, perfect timing. The hook of the crane dislodges the bomb, and he lands on the ground at a great height and great speed, and his car doesn't even have a scratch. It's like honestly, it's you can imagine it's like a distant shot. You got one of the great big cranes you see in a dock with the gibbet thing poking way up into the sky. It just like that car stunt in Man with the Golden Gun. But obviously, 50 foot up in air, more higher. And he just, I mean, he could not have get that angle more perfect. Just enough to dislodge the bomb, which was attached to the fuel tank underneath. And he lands, and his car's amazing. I would like a car like his. Yeah, the Fast and Furious. I got most of them from a charity shop. Um, but to be honest with you, I could not be asked. I could not be asked in watching them. Um, so you'll have to let me know when you watch Bloodsuckers, aka Incense for the Damned. I think, personally myself, it stars Alex Davion, who's one of the huntsmen under the Squire in Plague of the Zombies. You got Patrick McNee, you got the gorgeous Imogen Hassel, who's Chris Harris. You got Patrick Mole, plays a really good part. Cameo by Peter Cushing. It's like Oxford, then they're in Greece, then they're back in Oxford again. I think it's brilliant myself. I love the film. Tower of Evil. When you watch that, you have to let me know. All filmed in studio. Gorgeous Candice Glendenning. Anthony Valentine's in it. Derek Folds from Yes Minister and Heartbeat. Of course, Robin Asquith's in a flashback sequence where he gets impaled by a spear. And Brom with that his 24-foot cock. Do you remember when I first told you about it before I showed you the actual video? And when I showed you the actual, I reversed it back, and then you could not believe how his outward thrust, his arsehole was almost touch its ceiling. Isn't it?
Even you was stood there in disbelief.
I mean, she was a stunning actress, whoever it is. But I love Tower of Evil. I mean, I last kind of liked it. She got the gist of what it was about. Like this fisherman knew more than he was letting on. It was actually his estranged brother who'd gone fucking. Oh, that's much better. You filled screen up now. No, it's all landscape. That's all, yeah. So, what films have you got to come?
Come.
I'm sure you.
Tomorrow.
Eh?
Tomorrow. Misery.
Classic.
I'm Monster.
Brilliant.
Oh yes, and the long-awaited.
Blood on Satan's Claw.
No, got that one.
Hands of the Ripper.
No.
Count of Dracula.
No.
Backdoor Truckers.
I'll send you it anyway.
Oh, I'm sure you've got a tongue in your head.
Oh.
Long awaited.
Ready?
Alright.
Misery.
Uh-huh.
I Monster.
Yeah.
Elizabeth 1 and 2 with Kate Blanchett. And Yes. Hawk the Slayer.
Oh, oh man. I'll tell you something, right? Hawk the Slayer. Oh, Jesus, what can I say about it? A lot of cameos in it. I mean, I think Warren Mitchell's a cameo in it as an innkeeper in the woods. Um, Patrick McNee, sorry, no, sorry, correction. Patrick McGee, the one who plays a cripple in Asylum, he has a cameo in it. And of course, it's got the great late Bernard Bresslaw in it. And this man who plays like it was a dwarf. Um, and also it's got Annette Crosby in it as well. She has come out as a nun. And Jack Palance is supposedly the older brother of plays Hawk with a really raspy voice. Um, it's the best thing about Hawk the Slayer as well. Um, it's the soundtrack. It's electronic music, synthesizers. Um, oh man, brilliant! Bernard Bresslaw really hams it up. Um, and it, no, what's that one now? It features the actress Patricia. I think the name is Patricia Quinn. Her who plays the witch in Witching Time in Hammer House of Horror. You know that one who that bloke who's supposedly a a music composer for film and TV. He lives at a remote farmhouse, and all he's got is one poxy keyboard and a tape recorder.
They're showing the bloody tits.
Yeah, and that witch seduces him. What he didn't know, of course, that his wife is having an affair with the doctor.
Mm.
It's a good minute. I'll just put my Uncle Jack away. I tell you something. This pissing losing an hour bollocks needs to come to an end. Cough. One last one. Yeah, Patricia Quinn is in it. She's some kind of wizard who kind of these strange like neon hoops going like in this cave, but the soundtrack's fantastic. It's and I do believe it is available on Spotify. Um, and it's really funny because one of them is like he's like an elf, and he can fire his arrows like a machine gun, but it's obviously it's stop start motion. It's like it's and it also features um, the Squire from Dick Turpin cameo like.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Hobgoblin, Ruby Ale is I mean it's 0.5. It's 0.5 less than Henry, but when I went to Tesco's today, I thought, well, I've still got like 12, 13 or 12 cans of Guinness left. But I thought, I do like me Henry or Henry-esque type. So when I saw there was a 4 pack of 500 ml Hobgoblin and, pardon me, because I think maybe Abbott for like £4, pound a tin. I thought, I guess for that. Oh Jesus! I'm trying to cut down on the Jack. Cause I'm finding that, especially with all this time in his hands, now for the next 3 weeks at least, she's only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with her knee situation. Um, basically, like if I don't watch it, it's like a bottle a week, a Jack. But that's not like it's not like them half wits that you see um, on YouTube doing them stupid videos where they're chugging back a bottle in one like the sup that would like they would sup a yard of ale. Oh, slight diversion, Jeff. We've had some improvements done on the house, not major ones. Well, it was the other day, next door neighbour complaining because the door that goes into the conservatory from the kitchen, it was sagging, and if you try to shut it or open it, when it was at a certain point, it did make a noise where it was catching against the wooden door frame, which I could hear from the bedroom upstairs. Apparently, it was waking her up and all. So I know we had an issue with uh, some part of the ceiling on the conservatory roof was dripping in water, and when he had a look, he says, "What it is? Um, there's an overflow pipe from your boiler, and when the condensation forms like into a liquid, it's like a oxide. So it's like it will start to dissolve your sealant. So when I messaged him the other day saying, bad neighbour complain about this noise, and he said, oh, I'll phone in for you. So but yeah, come when you can. So he came. He uh, replaced the sealant. Sorry, Amber. He replaced the sealant, and then he's also shaved the bottom of the door so it don't catch. He's also put a little plastic pipe on because the pipe was missing, so that it now will come out of the boiler, and any steam that turns to liquid will go down the pipe into the overflow on the conservatory roof, and that will go into the ground. So, and he did it for £50.
How much?
50.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, it needed doing. So have you gone for some more period pieces? Because I know you're quite into your Tudor, Elizabethan era stuff. Um, I did enjoy Henry VIII and his six wives, the film version and the TV version with that Australian actor. Um, I've watched Elizabeth the First with Glenda Jackson, the film version. I haven't yet watched the TV version yet. That's still factory sealed. I know you got. Is it A Man for All Seasons?
Yep, that's about Henry VIII's advisor, Sir Thomas More.
Yeah, I might get some up some point. I'm just waiting for these bastard shelves to come. If
I'll
you
send you a link to something.
was that
I'll send you a link to something about the cabinet thing. We can hold about 280 DVDs.
yeah, you know it. Oh wait, this only I just say you an update and then um I rung P&L Upholstery the other day and because I have seen there is some activity at the shop, although I might just been doing maintenance or admin or putting stuff together but not trading. And they said, well, we can't do anything until mid-April. I'm like, well, I said, well, as long as you don't forget me, because this was the whole basis of Gusha spending her hard-earned money on this big bookcase with it's as high it's as deep as it is high, so it's a double dead space. If I can eliminate the gaps between each layer, so I can get it's just high enough for DVDs. There'll still be the depth, which nothing I can do about. But that's the whole point of getting the bastard thing before Bugusha put a flexible friend in their machine was to get um, these shelves, and it's frustrating because I know there's quite a few DVDs that I want to secretly get rid of because like We Bought a Zoo, which is a true story, Matt Damon. True story of a bloke buying a zoo after it was made redundant in Exeter, I think. But obviously they made it like it was happening in America. It's a good film. I mean, I've got one here which is a true story. Let's see here. No. It's Patriots Day. And it's fuck's sake. Basically it's about the Boston Marathon bombers. It's the true story of that. And now they caught them. Well, they caught one because other than died was killed. Um, Now, you know, I misread it, but if things go according to how it's been put out, although as you know, nothing's certain until it's set in stone. I originally thought when it said sometime March or April, I think March. Oh God. That the likes of me and yourself, strictly limited to numbers, could come indoors. And I'm going, oh, great. But what that actually meant was, if you were like a next door neighbour or something, or you were a friend and you lived down the street, you could come indoors, but you couldn't stay overnight. That won't probably come into place till